Welcome to Frame Theory. In 2006, Nintendo didn't just release a new console, they redefined what gaming could be. While Sony and Microsoft were busy competing over who could simulate dust particles more accurately, Nintendo handed us a TV remote and said, "What if you just moved?" The Wii exploded into living rooms everywhere. It brought families together, got people on their feet, and introduced a whole generation to video games in a way no console had before. And I was one of them. I got a Wii in 2010. I was 4, maybe 5 years old. And the second I booted up New Super Mario Bros. Wii and played as Yellow Toad, I fell in love. The world, the music, the way it felt to shake the controller and make Mario fly, it was magic. Pure magic. Then came Mario Party 8, the best Mario Party game ever made, and I'll defend that with my life. The chaos, the motion minigames, the board teams, nothing topped it. But where did it all go? Why did motion gaming disappear so quickly? And what happened to the magic? Let's rewind. Chapter 1. How the Wii changed everything. In a gaming landscape dominated by power and polish, the Nintendo Wii felt like a toy. It had no HD support, it was barely more powerful than the GameCube, it couldn't play DVDs, but that didn't matter, because it offered something no other console did: accessibility and movement. The Wiimote was designed like a TV remote, intentionally non-threatening. It was for everyone: your little cousin, your dad, your nan, even that one aunt who still thinks Pac-Man is a new game. The idea was, if you could move your arm, you could game. That meant no complicated button layouts, no long tutorials, just swing, tilt, point. And bundled with every system, Wii Sports, a collection of minigames that showed off the magic. Tennis, bowling, boxing, golf, and baseball. Simple to learn, but weirdly addictive. It wasn't long before the Wii exploded. Within its first year, it outsold both the PS3 and Xbox 360, despite being underpowered and understocked. Demand was so high that people were scalping units for double, sometimes triple the retail price. Nintendo goal wasn't to make the most powerful console. It was to bring gaming to everyone. And for a while, they succeeded. Chapter 2. The console that took over the world. The Wii wasn't a gaming console anymore. It was a household appliance. It sat next to the DVD player. It became a part of family routines. This was the first time a console was marketed as much to grandparents as it was for kids. Nursing homes used Wii Bowling for physical therapy. Schools used Big Brain Academy. Hospitals used Wii Fit for rehab. It was even used in corporate offices for team building. The genius wasn't just in the tech. It was in the approachability. And Nintendo leaned into that with Wii Fit, which launched a literal bathroom scale that tracked your weight and fitness over time. It was goofy, slightly embarrassing, always calling you obese on Christmas Day, and somehow addictive. By 2010, the Wii had become a part of daily life for tens of millions of people. Over 101 million units were sold, making it Nintendo's best-selling home console ever. And the most impressive part? The games weren't just good, they were brilliant. Chapter 3. Peak Motion Magic. This was the golden age. Nintendo released Super Mario Galaxy, one of the most critically acclaimed games ever. You used the Wiimote to point at stars and spin through planets. Felt like magic. Wii Sports Resort expanded on motion with the Wii Motion Plus, allowing for finer movements like fencing, jet skiing and archery. The swordplay? Still unmatched. Third-party developers got creative too. No More Heroes let you recharge your lightsaber with questionable gestures. Boom Blocks, developed by Spielberg, was Jenga meets physics sandbox. Even medical simulators like Trauma Center found a home on the Wii. And of course, Just Dance, Ubisoft's last-minute rhythm game that became a global phenomenon. It wasn't just a party hit, it became a franchise. Every birthday party, sleepover, or living room hangout, someone pulled it out. For a while, It really did feel like motion controls were the future, until Chapter 4, the Shovelware Flood. When you open the floodgates, everything gets true. Because the Wii was cheap to develop for and had a massive audience, developers started churning out shovelware. Low budget, low effort, low fun party games began appearing on shelves everywhere. Parents would buy Minigame Mania Deluxe 2 thinking it was the same quality as Wii Party, but it wasn't. It was hot garbage with motion detection so bad, it might as well have been a dice roll. And there were hundreds of these. Soon, the market became saturated. Shelves at GameStop and Argos were stacked with games you'd never heard of and would never want to play. Motion control became synonymous with lazy, cheap, and gimmicky. Worse, developers stopped taking risks. Nintendo carried the weight of quality, but third-party innovation dried up. By 2011, even hardcore fans were burned out. The Wii's reputation was in decline. Chapter 5, the Wii U. Underrated, misunderstood, doomed. In 2012, Nintendo launched the Wii U, a console meant to continue the Wii legacy. But from day one, it was misunderstood. The name? Confusing. The marketing? Terrible. Most thought it was just a new controller for the Wii, not a full new system. The gamepad, a clunky touchscreen device, lacked the pick-up and play feel of the Wiimote. And the games? Fantastic, but slow to arrive. And yet, I adored the Wii U. This was the console that gave me Mario 3D World, Smash Bros. 4, Nintendo Land. It was the first console I truly grew up with, and even if it was a commercial failure, it was my golden age. But sadly, not everyone saw it that way. Only 13 million units sold. Developers abandoned ship. Motion controls faded further into the background, and the Wii era quietly ended. Chapter 6, Hacking the Wii, Unlocking Lost Worlds. Years later, when official support for the Wii dried up, I did what every nostalgic gamer eventually does. I hacked it. Suddenly, my old childhood console became a gateway to a whole new world. The Homebrew channel, emulators, USB loaders, and most importantly, GameCube games. I had never played Mario Party 6 or 7 before. I didn't even know they existed. And discovering them, especially with all the new boards and mechanics and minigames, felt like finding a time capsule buried in my own memories. It brought back the feeling I had when I was 5, yellow toad in hand, ready to rage quit a game. The Wii, even in debt, gave me new life. This is my suggestion that if you have a Wii sitting around gathering dust, you should try and hack it. You might experience some new games that you've never seen before. Chapter 7, The Switch Shift, Where Motion Went Next. When the Nintendo Switch launched in 2017, motion was technically still there, in the Joy-Cons, in Ring Fit Adventure, in the spiritual sequel Switch Sports, which came way too late. But something had changed. Motion was no longer the focus. It was an option. Most people didn't even use it. And the soul of Wii Sports, Wii Party, and Mario Party 8, it never quite came back. The Switch is an amazing console, but it didn't revive the golden age. It closed the door on it. So what did the Wii leave behind? Not just a motion sensor, but a memory. A generation of kids like me who found their love for gaming by flinging plastic controllers at TVs and laughing with their families. It was messy, it was imperfect, it was wonderful. And even today when I hear that Wii menu music, I'm back there, 5 years old, yellow toad, Mario Party 8. The best video game era of my life. Thanks for watching Frame Theory. Should I make that Mario Party retrospective? Because trust me, I have things to say. Let me know your favourite Wii game in the comments, or your weirdest shovelware experience. And don't forget to like, sub, and ring the bell. It really helps.